This is a tutorial for the song from that movie about a girl who loved a vampire and a Wait, so she was in love with a vampire and a werewolf? Are you sure? I mean, what are the odds? It seems like a stretch. You're asking a lot here.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Marina and I'm your best piano playing friend. I make tutorials and courses to help you reach your piano goals. This is part 1 of a series of 4 tutorials on my piano arrangement of Christina Perri's gorgeous song called 1,000 Years. I would like to send a huge thank you to my awesome viewer who sponsored this series of tutorials. He wants to remain anonymous, but if you like this video or you think you might like this video, then go ahead and leave him a comment thanking him for paying for my time and effort to make these videos. If you want to get the sheet music to this arrangement, which I highly recommend even if you don't read sheet music, that link is in the description box and in the comments. So if you're ready to start learning my piano arrangement of Christina Perri's song 1,000 Years, then keep watching. Usual disclaimer, whatever fingering I use is just one of many possibilities. So if my fingering doesn't work for you for whatever reason, or you want to change it up from time to time, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so left hand starts on B flat with second finger. Then you step down to A with third finger. Then play that B flat again, and this time add a G underneath it with your fourth finger. And then fifth finger on F, second on B flat, first finger on D. From there, fifth finger on E flat, first finger on E flat, and the second finger stays on the B flat. And the last thing we're going to do in this section is play that B flat again and put the F underneath it. So most of these notes are super long. I'm not going to bother counting right now. You can see on the performance video, how it goes. But just to give you an idea, this is a song that's in 3/4 time or 6/8, however you want to think of it. My version, my arrangement of it is in 3/4 to make it easy to read, or easier to read. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, just to give you an idea of how long that first note is. If you have the sheet music, you will save yourself so much time and maybe frustration and definitely effort. If you put the sheet music next to you, next to the stand on your keyboard or your piano, and make notes to yourself on the sheet music as you follow this tutorial. So I'll play the whole thing, and I'm not going to do the rhythm because these are really long notes. So it just goes B flat, A, B flat G, D, B flat F, E flat, B flat, E flat, and then F and B flat. Okay? When you're playing these notes together, in order to get them to play at the same time, because see, our fingers are different lengths, like the second finger is much longer than the fourth finger, it's going to tend to want to come down first. So what I do is I lean my hand slightly toward my fifth finger, like that, to better the chances of them playing at the same time, rather than this. Do you hear that? This B flat's coming first. Okay, so that's it. That's your left hand for section 1. Right hand also has some long notes, not as long as the left hand. The right hand keeps going while the left hand holds. So starts with F, first finger, D, fifth finger, and you play that 2 more times. Then you keep your F and you add a C on top with your fourth finger, and you go back to your F and D again 3 times. Then back to your F and C. So basically you did the same thing 2 times. So far you did 3 times on the F and D, one time on the F and C, and then you do it again. Not this fast, but. From here, first finger on G, fifth finger on E flat. You play that 3 times. Okay, and then third finger on B flat. Then back to your F and D, this time only 2 times. Back to your F and C. Now, something new. Third finger on B flat, second on A, first on F. So here it is without talking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. This is how it goes, okay? G and E flat. And then B flat. Here's that stepping down. Hands play together to start. The left hand holds while the right hand repeats. Now both hands move. Left hand holds. Now both hands move. Both hands move again. Left hand holds. Both hands move. Left hand holds. Okay, this is probably the easiest part of the piece. Or maybe the last part is, I'm not sure, but this is definitely one of the easier parts. So pedaling wise, basically you want to change whenever the chord changes. And you don't have to change otherwise unless you want to. So pedaling is an art. It's not a science. It's not 100% one way or the other. If you haven't had any experience with pedaling, check out my pedaling tutorial here on YouTube. And if that's not enough for you, it's pretty basic. If you need more work, I have an entire course that teaches you how to do the pedaling through exercises that coordinate all the movements of your hands and your foot. It's called Piano Pedaling Like a Pro, and you can find it on my website, thepianokeys.com. So the pedal goes down, and then my pedal is really loud because of the humidity that's happening right now. So any squeaking you hear, that's my pedal. It happens. It's normal. So pedal goes down first. Now, hands play. You want to be very delicate about this. Now you're going to play here. Change the pedal. Change. So every time the chord changes. Change. 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 Okay? Second finger was on B flat, fifth finger was on F. Okay, so now pick up. There's going to be lots of repetition here, which is really great because it makes it easier to learn. So fourth finger on E flat, third on F, first on B flat, and then you do that 3 more times. From here, the top 2 notes are going to stay the same, and the fifth finger is going to go down to D, and you play D, F, B flat, and you do that a total of 4 times. Okay. From here, fifth finger goes down to low G, second finger on D, then first finger on B flat. And you do that 1 more time. Then, fifth finger on low A, second on F, first finger on A. Now, 1 more thing to go. fifth finger on B flat, second on F, and first finger on B flat. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the beginning of section 2. E flat. 3 more times. Now, just move that bottom finger down to D. The F and the B flat stay. 3 more times. Now, down to G. 1 more time. A and B flat. So if you have the sheet music, what you can do is circle the groups of notes that are repetitions. So you would circle, if you're looking at the measures, measure 12, 13, 14, 15, measure 17, 18, 19, and 20. You can circle the left-hand notes all together, like an oval, and that will tell you those are all the same. And then you can do the same with the next 4 measures. And it's really good to do this just to start. You don't want to keep doing it. You want to make it a mental process. But what that does, it helps your brain to hold on to fewer pieces of information. So rather than thinking about, for example, the first 4 measures of the section, rather than thinking about 12 notes, all you're doing is thinking about 3 notes repeated, 4 times in total, right? Just the same way that we remember phone numbers by splitting them up into a group of 3 for the area code, 3 for the prefix, and then 4 for the last 4 numbers. So we're just remembering 3 bits of information rather than all those numbers. We do the same kind of thing in music to help us learn and remember faster, okay? First finger was on F. Pick up, put your second finger on B flat, and play it 2 more times. Now, fourth finger on D, and you're going to step down, C, B flat. The rhythm of that is going to be, so you see the first note's kind of fast. Okay? Then you play the B flat again 3 more times. Now, fifth finger goes up to F, and step down, E flat D. Okay, and again, so F is longer, and the E flat is shorter. Second finger on B flat, first finger on G. You do the F, E flat, D again. Now second finger on C, up to D. First finger on A, up to B flat. So I'll do that without talking. And the beat, I will count this one just so you can kind of hear how it goes. You don't have to count it. You can feel it. And it's a pop song. So as long as the left hand keeps, pretty much a steady beat, the right hand can interpret the rhythm, loosely, okay? This isn't like Mozart where it's done and it's set. Pop music is a lot more free in terms of interpretation. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to spend a lot of time counting because it's not that important here. And when we put the hands together, it'll be really obvious. All right, so hands start together. Right hand holds. Now lift the right hand and play again. Same thing 3 times. Now, it's together, right, left, together. Let me do that without talking. Okay, then together, 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 right, left, together, right, left, left. I'll do that again without talking. Okay, now together, together, right, left, together, left, right, together, together, left, right, left. I'll do it from measure 21, 22, 20, measure 24, which is da 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 da, that part, okay? I don't know the words. So So you see why there's really not a need to count here, because the left hand's keeping the beat, and then it's just a matter of fitting in the right hand. And if you're looking at the music, basically the notes that line up vertically are played together, and then from there you can just look up and down. So if you see left hand, right hand notes written on top of each other, it means you play them together. And then if you see just a right hand note with no left hand note directly underneath it, it's going to be just the right hand. Okay, so I'm going to play that. You were holding the pedal from before, and you're going to change it right here as you play. Change. You can hold here, or you can change every measure like this. Change. Change. It's up to you, whatever you like. Here, you're going to change. 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 I'm going to go ahead and change here on beat 1. Change. You don't have to if you don't want to. Change. 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 So essentially I'm changing on beat 1 of every measure. First finger was on B flat, fourth finger plays E flat, third on F, and that B flat that you were just playing. You do this 4 times total. It's basically the same as part 2 until the very end of this part. So now you do the D, F, B flat that you did in part 2, 4 times. You already know this from part 2. G, D, B flat. This is all review. Even though it's the next part, it's the same as the part before. A, F, A, B flat, F, B flat. And now it changes. This is the new part. So take your pinky down to low C, second finger on G, first on D. Take your fourth finger over to E flat. Let your hand unwind. Second finger on G, first on C. Let me show you that again. Okay, now pick up that thumb and put it on E flat. Second finger on C, fifth finger on G. You do that again. Now, first finger on D, second finger on B flat, fourth finger on G. Do it again. And then F and C, 5 and 1, or whatever fingering you want. So, basically, you play the second part is this, the third part is the same as the second part. So I'll just play it one time through. This is all part 3, but it's also part 2. This is still review. low C. Pick up. D. Play it again. And then F and C. The right hand is also very similar to section 2, so it starts exactly the same way with second finger on B flat, which is what you were holding from before. So you just play it again, and you do that 3 times total. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then B flat again 3 times. F. Now, this is different. First finger on G. Pick up. You're going to play octave G, octave A, octave B flat, and then back down to octave A. So there's very little new stuff happening here. I'll play it from the beginning of this section. Two, three. You pick up 1, 2, 3. Now octaves. This one is twice as long, and then back down to A. Okay? Starts with hands together, just like section 2. I'm not even gonna talk to you about pedaling here because it's exactly, actually I'll just go ahead and talk about the pedaling right from the start. So you're holding pedal from before, you're going to change here. You already know it. Change, 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 change. Now here's the new part, change, hold it, change, 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 hold it, change. All right, the left hand was on F and C, 1 and 5. We're gonna play low B flat 5th finger, second finger on F, and then the B flat an octave higher. You do that total of 3 times. So that was 1, this is 2, this is 3. Now, the top 2 notes stay the same, the bottom note moves down to A. Now the bottom note moves down to G, 5th finger, and then second finger on D or 3rd finger, whatever you want to do, and then 1st finger still on B flat. You do that total of 3 times, so that was 1, this is 2, and 3. Now, these 2 notes are going to stay the same. Our low note is going to be F with your 5th finger. F, D, B flat. Okay, let's play just that much, starting at the beginning of part 4, starting B flat. Here we go. B flat, F, B flat, 3 times. Now, A on the bottom, G, D, B flat. 3 times. And then bottom note moves down to F. Okay, from here, 5th finger on E flat, 2nd on B flat, 1st on F. 2nd finger comes over to G, thumb comes out, First finger on B flat, fourth finger on E flat. Second on G, first on A, second on B flat, first on E flat. Let me show you that much again. There's stuff happening here, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to organize this movement in your mind. So E flat, B flat, F, G, B flat, E flat, G, A, B flat, E flat. We're almost done with this part. Stay with me. Now, fourth finger on F, first on middle C, lift. F again, then B flat. I'm using first finger. You can use whatever you want. And then back to your F and C. This time you play them together. Okay? So here it is from the second half where that kind of complicated stuff happens. E flat, B flat, F. G, B flat, E flat. G, A, B flat, E flat. Now F and C by themselves. Lift, F, B flat, lift. Now F and C together. I'll play this whole part so you can kind of organize it for yourself. Here we go. 3 times. Here. Keep your wrist loose, it'll help you play more accurately. F and C. Lift. Lift. Okay, that might take some practice because it's kind of a longer section. This one I picked as a longer section because there's so much repetition. So right hand was on octave A's. Before you play the next part I'm going to show you, you're going to lift because we have a rest in the music. A rest equals silence, okay? Now, silence but time goes by, so you have to observe that time. Okay, first finger on F, second on B flat, fourth on D. Now, pick up, fifth finger goes to F, and play that D again. Now you repeat this. F, B flat, D, F, D. Okay? Whatever fingering works for you. B flat, first finger, D, second finger, fifth finger on G, and then fourth finger on F. Now pick up. When you pick up, it's a really good idea to pick up from your wrist and not from your fingers. Then first finger on F, second on A, fourth finger on C, and then third finger on B flat. Then you play the same thing you did in the beginning of this part, F, B flat, D, F, D, play that again, F, D, B flat, D, G. This is repeating. Now, it's very similar, but I chose a different fingering because of the different rhythm that happens and then what comes after this. So I'm putting a fifth finger on F and then 1, 2, 3, F, A, C. Second finger on B flat, play that again, and then step up to C. G, B flat, E flat, 1, 2, 5. Lift, fourth finger on D. First on G, lift, play the G again, B flat, second finger, C, B flat, C again, B flat and E flat, 2 and 5, we're almost there, first finger on F, then you can do 2 and 5, 3 and 5, whatever you want to do, B flat and D, I'm using 2 and 5 right now, first finger on F, and then play that F again. So you can see that the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4 measures are repeated almost exactly in the next 4 measures. All right, so I'll play it without talking so you can hear how it goes. lift. All right, I'm gonna go nice and slow here because there's a lot happening now. This is the chorus. So the chorus of the song is usually where most of the movement happens. So the verse is usually not as interesting musically as the chorus, because the chorus is supposed to be like the star of the show, okay? So that's why it's going to be a little more complicated to play. Not always, of course, everything has exceptions, but this is a general rule. So you play together. Now, together, right, left. Then you do that again. Together, together, right, left. Now together, just the left. Together, together, together. While the left hand plays, the right hand picks up and prepares. Together, together, right, left. You do that again. Together. While the left hand plays, the right hand lifts. Now, together, right, left. Together, together, right. If you can't connect, that's okay. Don't worry, the pedal will help you. You can let go. Together. Now the right hand holds, left hand plays. Left hand plays, right hand lifts. Together, together. Hold the right hand, left plays. Lift the right as the left plays, then the right. Together, right. This is all going to be right. Now, together, left, right. Together, left, right, together. All right, when I'm doing the pedaling now, I'll go super duper slow so that you can see how all the rhythms fit together, as well as get an idea for pedaling. So pedal was being held from before, and we're gonna lift just as we play beat 1 here. Change. 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 I'm holding here. Change. 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 So you notice there I held it for a while and I did this. I didn't mind it, but of course you can change within there if you don't like it. If it's too muddy for you, you could do change, change, change. I'm not a fan of that because we lose that bass note. I really like holding that bass note through the sound. Okay, so you'll have to experiment and see what you like. Congratulations, you've come this far. That's not an easy thing to do. Now it's time to go on to section 2 of the series of 4 tutorials. You can find that video linked below in the description box. I'll also put a card to it here. So head on over to that video now. I'm waiting for you. Class is about to start. Keep practicing, have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye.